This blood moon turned people into static. Lucy's face turned to static, not a blur, not a glitch, static. We were just filming the blood moon, but it wasn't red, it was black, oily, silent. Lucy froze mid-laugh, her skin pixelated like corrupted code. Then she whispered, "Can you hear the signal?" I thought she was joking, until Tom's face duplicated. One face stared ahead, the other looked at me. Phones went dead, except one live stream that kept looping a 5-second scream. Everyone's mouths started twitching. Not blinking, buffering. The air buzzed, my skin stung like invisible static threads. I turned to run. Lucy was gone, but her voice played from my camera. "You're in the wrong reality now." I ripped the battery out, but the lens kept recording. And now, every time I blink, I lose time. A minute here, an hour there. Today I looked in the mirror and my reflection was smiling first. We asked AI to show us our last night alive. I saw myself die last night, in my own room, from my own eyes. We were testing a new AI. You ask it one thing, show me my final night. It renders a first-person view of your death. Mine showed my room exactly as it is now. Same hoodie, same desk lamp flickering, then a shadow just outside the frame. I paused the video, but the figure moved. I scrubbed to 3311. On screen, I sat up, whispered, "Who's there?" The camera stayed still. Then static, but not noise. Code. Scrolling lines of red and white. Next morning, Jack, the guy who built it, never got his result. The AI told him, "Prediction unavailable." Event already occurred. I laughed. Until I noticed my door was open. I live alone. Now, the AI keeps refreshing, but it only shows one message. Replay begins at 3:11. That's in 10 minutes. Why is it showing tomorrow's footage now? 3. Why was there screaming inside the Aurora? The Aurora screamed our names last night. We were stargazing from the cliffs. The sky turned brilliant green and violet. It danced, then spiraled, then stretched, like a mouth opening across the atmosphere. Then came a voice. Not wind, not thunder. It was crying. We turned on the mic, boosted the gain. Under the solar static, there were words. "Let us in," I laughed nervously, said "cool prank." Then my phone vibrated. An airdrop request. It was from the sky. The file name said yourname.wav. My own scream echoed from the speaker. We looked up. Something was falling. Not a meteor. It hit the trees behind us. We ran. I reached it first. It was a body. It was me. Same jacket, same scar, eyes open, mouth still moving. It whispered, "You never came back." Then it melted into frost. Why does the sky know my name? I'm a 4. I answered an emergency broadcast meant for aliens. At 2:07 a.m. my TV turned on. No channels, no interface, just a voice. "Contact established, awaiting calibration." I laughed, said my name. The screen blinked white, then a deep reply. "Transmission confirmed, extraction pending." Glass cracked across every window. My reflection blinked after I did. I reached for my phone. All apps were gone. Just one remained. It was called Awaiting Extraction. A countdown had started. 59 seconds. I froze. The floor vibrated beneath me. Something moved beneath the bed. I crawled forward, slow, lifted the edge of the duvet. Nothing. Except static, crawling like smoke. The app buzzed. 010 remaining. Then a new message. "Transmitter recognized, receiver online." The mirror lit up. My reflection smiled, then whispered, "They're here," and vanished. Now my phone won't turn off, and every reflection I see smiles before I do. Who did I send my location to? 5. This beach was closed. We found out why. The beach was closed. Contaminated, the sign said, but the ocean had pulled back, exposing kilometers of seabed. We stepped onto the sand. Everything was silent, too silent. Then we saw a pattern, a trail glowing faintly beneath the surface. Pulsing like a vein, we followed it, crunching over bones and crushed shells. It led to a circular pit. Inside, something blinked. A black, lidless eye. Massive. It stared. The sand trembled. We turned, but the water had returned. From behind us. The tide wasn't rising. It was closing in. A perfect ring. The glow beneath our feet grew stronger. It wasn't algae. It was calling something. The eye blinked again, and something beneath the surface opened its mouth. Tom ran. I didn't. The eye followed me. I heard it whisper, "Not ready yet." Now every night I dream of salt, and when I wake up, there's sand in my lungs. 6. You're not supposed to dream of the eclipse. The dream always ends at 4:44 a.m. Black sun, ash sky, and a voice, "Stay awake." Doctors said it was stress, but I started setting alarms, 3:34, just to avoid it. Then the real eclipse came. Everyone was excited. I was terrified. I told myself, just stay awake. But I didn't. I fell asleep mid-countdown. And this time, the dream didn't end. I walked through a burnt forest. The trees whispered my own name over and over. When I woke, I was outside, ash on my skin. No idea how I got there. My phone had been recording. In the footage, I stood perfectly still. Then I turned to the camera and said, "Now it's your turn." But the voice wasn't mine, not fully. I check the footage every night, and each time I play it, I'm standing a little closer to the lens. What happens when I reach the screen? Seven, my reflection was aged 20 years during the storm. Lightning hit. The lights cut out. I passed the mirror and froze. My reflection was older, 20 years older. Wrinkled, pale, hair greyed. I moved. It didn't. Then it smiled. I turned on the light. It vanished. I took a photo of the mirror. It showed a child standing behind me. But I live alone. The next morning, the mirror fogged on its own. Words appeared. "He's watching now." I cleaned it, scrubbed it. They came back every night. The child got closer. One night, I blinked, and the reflection didn't come back. Just a black space, like a hole in the glass. I tried to smash it, but the glass wouldn't crack. Then a hand reached through, tiny, cold. It touched my face and whispered a name. It wasn't mine. Now I'm not sure who's on this side anymore. Eight. Something is living inside the static. It started with an old TV. Buzzing, static, then it spoke. Not words, just gurgles, clicks, almost syllables. I recorded it, played it in reverse. It formed a whisper. "Hello." I thought it was interference. Then the sounds followed me, in phone calls, in my fridge hum. My microwave beeped in Morse code. One night I heard my voice answering back. I unplugged everything, even turned off the mains. But the static got louder. It wasn't coming from the house, it was inside the walls. I pressed my ear to the floor, and I heard breathing, slow, wet. Then a whisper. "I know where you sleep." I bolted. Stayed in a hotel for 2 nights. No electronics, no signals. But last night, the bathroom mirror flickered, and my reflection said, "You brought it with you." Why can't I mute the static anymore? Nine, we found a door in the ocean floor. It opened. We weren't supposed to dive there. The reef was closed, but the sonar showed something impossible. A perfect circle, embedded in the ocean floor. It looked like a hatch. We swam down. It was metal, warm to the touch, and humming. Symbols were carved around it, not letters, movements. We tugged the handle. It clicked, and steam poured out, hot, thick, sweet-smelling. But I woke, I was still underwater. Alone, my oxygen full, my depth unchanged, but everyone else was gone. The hatch was open. Inside, a tunnel. Stars lined the walls. Moving, like eyes, I felt my body drifting forward, not swimming, being pulled. Then it spoke. Entry accepted. I turned around. The ocean was gone. Just blackness. I'm still falling, still breathing, still hearing my own voice whispering from ahead of me. How long have I been inside? Anna! 10. This baby monitor captured the sky opening. It was just supposed to be a baby monitor, audio and night vision. We checked it every night until the glitch. One night the ceiling vanished. Above the crib was nothing, not the roof, not the stars, just sky, deep, endless, alive. Then a hand appeared, thin, shimmering. It hovered, and the baby reached up. Then, no cry, just a blip. I ran in. The crib was empty, but a circle of black mist hovered above it. The monitor glitched again, and a voice, flat and synthetic, said extraction complete. We rewound the footage. It corrupted. Frame by frame, the baby pixelated until nothing was left but a shadow. I changed the camera, threw out the old monitor. But now, the same message plays every night, even without power. Extraction complete. Who took my child? And why does the monitor still glow? Let me know if you'd like. Subtitle.srt files, AI image video